Okay, so picture this. A fighter jet, no pilot inside, making its own decisions in the middle of a high-stakes dogfight. Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, right? Well, it's not. A brand new aircraft just made history, proving that an AI can actually hunt, track, and take out an aerial target all by itself. This one event is literally rewriting the rulebook for air combat. So let's break down what happened, and more importantly, why this is such a huge deal.
I mean, that is a huge statement from Turkey's Air Force commander, a new era in aviation history. And you know what? He wasn't exaggerating. During a recent test flight, something happened up in the skies that basically signaled, yep, the next age of aerial warfare is officially here. This wasn't just another routine drill. This was a massive, profound shift in military tech. So what exactly was this big historic event? Well, the Bayraktar KIZILELMA just became the world's first unmanned fighter to autonomously shoot down an aerial target using a radar-guided missile from beyond visual range. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. This is not just some fancy remote-controlled drone. We're talking about an AI-powered system that handles the entire kill chain on its own. That's the whole process, finding the target, locking on, and taking it out. It's an incredibly complex job that up until now absolutely required a human pilot sitting in the cockpit.
Okay, so let's dig into the nitty-gritty of the test itself. This was the moment where all the theory, all the planning, it met reality. And it showcased a capability that, believe me, every major world power is racing to perfect.
Now, what's really incredible here is the sheer technological independence that was on display. The KIZILELMA used its own advanced Turkish-made AESA radar, and that's a super sophisticated electronic scanning system, by the way, to find and track the target. Then it launched a Turkish-made missile that guided itself right to a direct hit. So from detection all the way to destruction, every single critical piece of this puzzle was developed right there in Turkey. That is a massive achievement. Seriously, very few nations on Earth can claim that.
But here's the thing, a machine this revolutionary, it doesn't just pop up out of nowhere. It's the result of a long-held national ambition. And to really get why this is so important, you've got to understand the story behind its name, the dream of the red apple. So the name KIZILELMA, it actually means red apple, and that's a really big deal. In Turkic mythology, the red apple is this powerful symbol. It represents the ultimate prize, right? That distant, almost unattainable goal that heroes are always striving for. So by naming this aircraft KIZILELMA, they're sending a clear message. This isn't just another military project. This is the realization of a national dream. In this timeline, wow, it really shows you the insane pace of innovation that led up to this moment. The company that makes it, Baykar, went from the now world-famous TB2 that was so crucial in Ukraine to a carrier-capable drone, the TB3, and then the even more advanced Akinji. And they did all of this in just a few short years. Each one of those was a major leap forward, making the KIZILELMA the next logical step, and let's be honest, by far the most ambitious evolution in this whole legacy.
So what's the big deal? I mean, what really makes the KIZILELMA a true unmanned fighter jet, and not just another big drone? Let's break down what sets it apart.
Okay, this table right here, this really gets to the heart of the revolution. First off, the risk factor. With no pilot on board, you can send these jets on missions that would be, frankly, suicidal for a human. But then look at the cost. We're talking about potentially building a whole small squadron of KIZILELMAs for the price of just one new F-16. That is a total game changer. It completely flips the script on the economics and the strategy of modern air power.
And make no mistake, this is not some lightweight drone. It can haul 1.5 tons of munitions. Now, that includes weapons on the outside, sure, but the really important part is that it has internal weapon bays. Why does that matter? Well, hiding the weapons inside the jet's body is absolutely key to keeping a low-radar, stealthy profile.
When you lay out all its capabilities like this, it really reads like a wish list for a next-gen fighter. It's stealthy, check. It's super maneuverable. See those small wings up front? Those are called canards, and they give it incredible agility in a dogfight. It's built to take off and land on aircraft carriers. Then you combine all that with its advanced radar and an AI brain that can think for itself, and what you have is a truly formidable weapon.
And here's another huge difference between this and older drones: speed. The KIZILELMA flies at nearly the speed of sound. That means it can actually keep up with modern jets, like the F-16. So this isn't some slow-moving drone just circling way up high above the battlefield. No, this is a true high-speed partner right there in the thick of the fight. Okay, so where does a beast like this fit into Turkey's overall military strategy? Is it just a stopgap, a temporary fix to fill a hole? Or is it something much bigger, a true game changer that's going to reshape their Air Force for decades?
And that's the big question, right? But the interesting thing is, the answer seems to be it's both. It solves a very real, practical problem for them today, while at the same time it's paving the way for the kind of warfare we'll see tomorrow.
You can really break its mission down into three parts. First, it's a bridge. It's a practical way to boost their Air Force capabilities right now, especially while their new 5th-gen man fighter, the KAAN, is still being developed. Second, it's all about reducing risk. This is the jet you send into the most dangerous, heavily defended airspace to take the first hits so your human pilots don't have to. And third, it's a pioneer. Its job is to perfect that futuristic idea of manned, unmanned team.
And this loyal wingman idea, this is what everyone says is the future of air combat. A great way to think about it is like a quarterback who has two super fast robotic wide receivers. A pilot in an F-16 could command a couple of KIZILELMAs, sending them ahead to scout, to draw enemy fire, or just to act as extra flying missile platforms. It's a massive force multiplier for that one pilot. And hey, this isn't just a concept on a whiteboard. The KIZILELMA has already proven it can fly in tight formation with F-16s.
All right, so let's zoom out. What are the bigger implications of all this? What does the success of the KIZILELMA mean, not just for Turkey, but for the entire global picture of military aviation?
Well, to get a sense of the potential global impact, you really just have to follow the money. In 2024, the company that builds it, Baykar, brought in $1.8 billion. And get this, a staggering 90% of that came from exports. This company is already a global powerhouse in the drone market, and you can bet the world is watching very closely to see if the KIZILELMA is going to be its next huge hit.
Look, developing this kind of tech puts Turkey into a very, very elite club. We're talking about a handful of nations at the absolute cutting edge of unmanned combat aviation. It cements the country's position as a major player in the global defense market, and it's basically transforming them into a go-to supplier for next-generation air power. So, at the end of the day, this successful test of the KIZILELMA, it isn't just a milestone for one country. It really feels like a turning point for air warfare, period. And it forces all of us to ask a really fundamental question about the future of combat. As these autonomous, AI-driven fighters start joining the dogfight, what does it even mean to have air superiority anymore? And who, or maybe what, will truly command the skies of tomorrow?